going to be an arpeggio. For you, it's going to be C, E, G, C, right? Cool, good. Questions about that? Okay, I'm really trying to make you work on listening, okay? Being able to hear what the people around you are doing, and then also making sure that you're actually producing a good sound. We did a little bit of piano dynamic and then forte dynamic, right? And that all starts with the use of air. Got it? Gentlemen, if you're going to screw around, I'm going to ask you to stand. Sitting is going to be a privilege today. Okay? Let's see. We work on a chromatic scale, start on concert G flat. My issue is that I've seen a lot of you using chromatic scale and not using chromatic fingerings. Now, do you know what I mean by chromatic fingerings? The alternate keys, okay? Does anybody not know what those alternate keys are? So it's going to be this key right here. Oh, you want that key? Sure. Yes. I have an extra one. That's for high F.
Is that the only alternate key?
So alternate F sharp is what you're going to be using, and then side C, which is also considered another finger. Okay. B, you finger B, and then it's this middle key right here. I'll show you. This middle key right here, finger B, and then add this middle key. And that's C. Yeah. C, and then can we do this which one is F sharp? F sharp? Question, you don't have that key? It's this one, the one with the bottom on it, yeah. Got it? Good. Yeah. So you're going to use this key right here for alternate F sharp. Alternate sharp.
Thank you.
Miss Lynn, do you want this to aim on you?
Is it keep moving?
Yeah, my percussionist that just walked in here could have bumped it, yes. So if you want it on you? It's on you now.
Just keep sliding. Okay, well somebody keep an eye on that. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, start again. Start on G. No, why not? G. G sharp. That's not G sharp. You think, yeah. G sharp again. G sharp. A. B flat. B flat is going to be 1, 2 side bottom key. This concerns me that you don't know that. Yes, that's what it is. That's never. Guys, 1 and 1 B flat, never, ever, ever. There's only one piece of music that actually uses that. I know, that's called bis B flat. So you can play that? Okay, guys. So there are 3 fingerings for B flat. Yes? Yes. There's 1, 2 side, which is the one that you almost always use. There's 1, 1, first finger. And then there's also bis B flat, which is this B key and then this baby key underneath. Okay? And that's called bis B flat. Now we never, ever, ever used 1 and 1 B flat on any saxophone. There's only one piece of literature that ever uses that. So that just shows you what is it? Tableau de Province, I think. Why do you want to do it? Just because it's easier. But you never use 1 and 1 B flat. There's never an instance where you use it. You're always going to be using side or bis. And the reason why you use bis is if you're playing like E flat major or arpeggio. Gentlemen, stand up, please. That's the only reason why you use this. Or that's one of the reasons. But if you try, go ahead and try playing E flat, B flat. Sorry, B flat, G, B flat, E flat. Saxophone, your jaw should not be jutted out. You should really like this. You should really kind of like this. It's a door. Face. It doesn't sound very good. So what you need to make sure is that your face is kind of like flat, okay? That you're not going too far in and you're not going too far out. Yes, got it? And then you gotta make sure you don't bunch up your chin. So, do you see how my chin is bunched up? That's not good. You see that? You see how that's bunched up? I have to really think and comfortable. So your embouchure shouldn't look like that. It should be a flat chin. So go ahead and take, do you want to take your mouthpieces off? 4 teeth, right? Say now place your mouthpiece on your like that, and then the vote on. This right here, what we're doing is actually what's going to make you so much better, sound-wise, playing on the mouthpiece. Because if you can sustain a tone like this, and then make it flexible, more flexible. Wow. You're going to be able to bend the pitch on your saxophone a lot better so that you're more in tune, you sound better, and it's a clearer tone. So let's go ahead and go around one at a time and go. Just make a sound. Good sound, okay? Here you go. Boom, 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 boom. See if you can make it consistent without stops, okay? I'll start it off, and then Parker, you're next, buddy.
I just got reading into fours and yeah.
So guys, I have not met a single saxophone player who uses fours. And you really shouldn't, honestly. The size reeds that you should be using are 2.5, 3, and maybe 3.5. Okay? For the most part, 2.5 and 3 is what you're going to be using. Now, the types of reeds you're going to be using are going to be either Rico Reserve, which is what I have, Rico Reserve, or the blue box mandolin. These no jazz reeds are impossible. Question. 3.5, it's just the difference between the sizes of reeds, like 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, is how hard it is, okay? So if you take a look at a reed, it's like thickness, how thick it is. So for a 4 size reed, you're going to have a lot of reed on there. It's going to be very thick and really hard to vibrate, okay? That's why if you picked up a 4 reed and then played on a 2.5, it's going to be a lot weirder. But something's going to come out a lot easier. Can I ask you a question? What? It does depend on the player, which is why they have 2.5 and 3. But like I said, for the most part, all saxophone players use either 2.5 and 3. There's no reason for you to use 4. Clarinet players, on the other hand, use 4. Question? Sometimes, yeah, but usually it's just dependent on how you're on. Now, if you're biting down on your mouthpiece when you're playing, of course you're going to be wanting a 4 reed or something because you're using too much more pressure. And that's part of that grandpa chair I was talking about, right? Puppy chin where you're like, So don't do that. So let's go around one at a time. Single tone like that. Let's go all the way through without any stops. Parker, you ready? I'll start it, and it's going to go around. So let's go, keep going consistent. Ready? Ready? Too much pressure. It's too much pressure. Think tall. Guys, whenever you're playing your embouchure, think tall. It's like playing an embouchure. Think tall. Keep going. Do it again. Keep going. Ready? Holding gripping your saxophone mouthpiece like this. You're stopping to breathe. And if you're doing this, obviously it's not going to go. I can't even get it to go. Okay. Everyone sustain a mouthpiece hold. Here, can we hear it? Good. I didn't hear too many squeaks. Do it again. Or this side. Okay. Can you let me see?
It wasn't doing that really good.
Your reed's a little too high. It's like micro amount too high. Josh, can I see your mouthpiece? Okay.